Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is due out later this year, and luckily, we already know a few things about it, like Shadow being in it. Okay, while we don't have much concrete information beyond Shadow, promotional material and casting announcements have provided enough details to know what direction this movie is taking. Keep in mind, we're going to go over potential spoilers for the upcoming movie, so if you don't know anything about Shadow lore and want to go in blind, then click away. But if not, let's go over everything we know about Sonic the Hedgehog 3 so far. Let's start with Shadow himself, revealed during the mid-credits scene of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. If you don't know who he is,
what's wrong with you?
To put it briefly, Shadow is a biological experiment created 50 years ago by Dr. Eggman's grandfather, Gerald Robotnik. So when the gun agent said they found a file in their systems dating back over 50 years, that's when every Sonic fan in the theater lost their collective minds. He was introduced in Sonic Adventure 2, awoken from cryosleep by Eggman to help him do world domination things. And because he looks like Sonic, the blue blur is blamed for all of Shadow's crimes and becomes a target for the feds. Over the course of the game though, Shadow goes over to the good side and helps Sonic and his friends save the world. You know the story. We'll get into more plot specifics later, but we've spent nearly the past 2 years wondering how much of the movie's story was going to resemble that of Sonic Adventure 2. After all, the films take a lot of creative liberties with the source material, so they could take Sonic 3 into any direction. As this past month has proven though, it seems like this film is basically going to be Sonic Adventure 2, the movie. Need more proof? Look no further than the title revealed last month. It is nearly identical to the Sonic Adventure 2 logo, with blue Sonic quills on top and red and orange Shadow quills on the bottom. Not only that, but the music playing during the logo reveal sounds an awful lot like the main theme to Sonic Adventure 2, Live and Learn. If that wasn't proof enough, this title treatment was shared by Sonic's movie voice actor Ben Schwartz on Twitter, where he commented on the contents of the video. Jim's laugh, homage to Sonic Adventure 2 logo, is that Live and Learn I hear? You are not ready. Judging by this title treatment, it's clear that everyone involved in the film is committed to making this an adaptation of Sonic Adventure 2. Also, Schwartz confirmed that Jim Carrey is back as Dr. Eggman, as you can hear his laugh in the title treatment, which was actually ripped from a scene in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. This casting was up in the air because shortly after the second movie released, Carrey announced that he would be retiring from acting. Speaking to The Independent, he said it depends. If the Angels bring some sort of script that's written in gold ink that says to me that it's going to be really important for people to see, I might continue down the road, but I'm taking a break. So either he really liked the script for Sonic 3, or they gave him a boatload of cash to return. Probably both.
If you don't know how to floss, you'll be lost without me.
I understand nothing of what you just said.
As for the rest of the cast and crew, Jeff Fowler is returning to direct, the trio of writers from Sonic 2 are also writing 3, and Tom Holkenborg is continuing to score the music. All other cast members from the previous movie are returning as well, and now we have some new faces joining the cast. Kristen Ritter, Cristo Fernandez, Yorma Tacone, Sophia Pernas, James Wolk, and Alila Brown. Apologies if I butchered any of those names. With one exception, it hasn't been revealed which characters these actors are portraying, but some are speculating that Kristen Ritter is voicing Rouge the Bat, also introduced in Sonic Adventure 2. And judging by Alila Brown's age and appearance, she would be a perfect fit for Maria Robotnik, the young girl who was friends with Shadow 50 years ago. Later on, the actor confirmed via an Instagram post that she would indeed be portraying Maria. What's funny is that she's wearing a coat like a body bag. You know, because her character dies.
Maria!
In fact, this casting on its own provides a hint as to how much the movie will stick to Sonic Adventure 2. If you asked me 2 years ago, I would have guessed they were going to avoid putting Maria in there entirely since her story ends tragically. But nope, they're really going to include a girl getting gunned down by the government in Sonic 3. Of course, they're not going to show it happen, but the implication is already dark enough in what presumably will be a PG movie targeted at kids. That came out wrong. But that's about everything we know concretely about Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And yeah, it's not much. Heck, there's not even a plot synopsis on IMDb, but all evidence points to the story sticking quite closely to Sonic Adventure 2, with some changes. Before I go any further though, if you're enjoying the video, we welcome you to hit like and subscribe to GameXplain, as we just lost a ton of subscribers after being hacked and subsequently terminated from YouTube this past week. So if you could help us out, we would greatly appreciate it. Now then, let's get to the plot of Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Here are some things I know for a fact will be in the movie. For one, Eggman, who somehow survives the end of Sonic 2, finds out about Project Shadow through Agent Stone, who undoubtedly heard that conversation at the end of Sonic 2. This will lead Eggman and Stone to break Shadow out of confinement wherever he is. Prison Island, a generic secret base, who's to say? And because he looks like Sonic, this has to play a part in the story, otherwise, what's the point? Eggman will certainly be after the Master Emerald again, and if that green thing is still in Green Hills at this point, he'll need a distraction to keep Sonic and his pals from protecting it. This is where I could see Shadow come in, committing various crimes throughout the nation, causing Gun to arrest Sonic, probably at the Wachowski's house, SWAT team style. That poor house. As Gun transports him to prison, they'll fly over San Francisco, and Sonic will break out into the City Escape chapter. Hell yeah! And because this is his second time in the city, he'll know how to navigate it even better. Bonus points if they somehow include that comically large truck that causes millions of dollars in damages. I know that everything I just said will be included within the first 20 minutes of the movie or so, but everything after that remains a mystery. I know Eggman and Shadow are going to steal some Chaos Emeralds, but they're all within the Master Emerald, which does break in the video game. I just don't see Knuckles getting his own subplot of fixing it. If Rouge is in the movie though, then you gotta think they're both after Master Emerald pieces, or just Chaos Emeralds. I'm also wondering how the Wachowskis will be implemented in this story. Will they take more of a back seat like they did in Sonic the Hedgehog 2? Will they be remotely communicating with the anthropomorphic animals? Either way, I hope they completely scrap Super Sonic and Super Shadow to have way to save the day. But in all seriousness, I'd like to think they won't change the climax of the story much. There will still be a space colony arc that somehow got built in the 1970s. The crew will make it there via a spaceship or teleportation ring. The Bio-Lizard will be there to hurl the colony to Earth, leaving only Super Sonic and Shadow to stop it, while Live and Learn plays in the background, leaving every 20 to 30 something year old in the audience sobbing out of pure nostalgic joy. This may sound far-fetched, but the way this movie has been marketed so far only leads me to believe Paramount and Sega are cashing in hard on Sonic Adventure 2 nostalgia. The movie logo looks like the game logo. Live and Learn played in the title treatment, come on. They are all in, baby. And I will be seated on December 20th, 2024 to witness my childhood realized on the big screen. Will you also be seated? Let me know in the comments below, and until next time, bye-bye.